We're back with another OP blind booster from the reinforcement pack. This time it's the Bajoran Interceptor 8. This is another one of them that I borrowed, so we're missing our tokens and our skill 1 captain, but other than that, we'll get right in and take a look. First off, we have a standard Bajoran Interceptor Dial. Same thing we've had before. No change there. Here we have our Bajoran Interceptor. Absolutely love these little ships. Massive amount of maneuverability. No red on the dial at all. Kind of slow, topping out at a 3, but they have every single maneuver in the 1 and 2s. Those white come about options are just amazing. There we have Interceptor 8. It's our named version. 2 attack, 3 agility, 3 hull, no shields, which is their downside. 1 tech, 1 weapon, 1 crew upgrade, 16 points. Evasive, target lock, scan, and battle station. Very nice options there. And our ability is when attacking, if your ship is not within the target ship's forward firing arc, add +1 attack die. Excellent addition to them as well. It's too bad it's on the named ship, so you can't get it on all the fighters, but still a really nice all-around package here. Really good for swarm type builds. I've seen a couple people mess with the old interceptors to make a nice swarm build, so these are a nice addition to those. We have our basic Bajoran Interceptor. Nice thing is you don't lose any stats on the generic. You do lose the 1 crew slot. You still pay the same 16 points. The real thing is you're losing your scan option as well. You have your battle station and your target lock, which are really the nice 2 that the ship offers. For captains, we have Shakar Eden. Captain skill is 6, 1 elite talent for 4 points. When attacking, you may reroll all of your blank results. Very nice on a ship with so low of an attack. You really want to make sure that you at least get something on those dice. For our elite talent, we have Pursuit, 5 points. When attacking a ship that you've already target locked during your roll attack dice step, you may discard this card to roll +2 attack dice. Can only be purchased for a ship with a hull value of 3 or less. Definitely a nice addition. 5-point discard is a bit rough for only +2 attack dice, and you already have to have a target lock on them, but it does turn this 2 attack value ship into a 4 attack value ship, makes it a little more threatening. The fact that you already have a target lock on them means you get to reroll as well if you need to. For our crew upgrades, we have Ro Laren, 5 points. When attacking during the roll attack dice step, you may discard this card to roll +2 attack dice for that attack. In addition, if this upgrade is deployed to a Bajoran ship during the modify attack dice step, you may re-roll all of your battle station results for the attack. This upgrade can only be purchased for a Bajoran or Federation ship. Another one, since this ship has such a low native attack value, this is going to add +2 to it. Pursuit's going to add +2 to it. Kind of rounds it out. Really nice if you combine it with other faction ships or even other ships in general. Definitely a lot more options there. For weapon upgrades, we have Phaser Strike, 5 points, attack value of 4, range 1 to 3. During the combat phase, you can attack with this weapon as if you had a captain skill of 10, which is nice. It does take an action though. As an attack, disable this card to perform the attack. Range combat bonuses apply to this attack, which is very nice for a secondary weapon. Upgrade can only be purchased for a ship with a hull value of 3 or less and costs +5 points for anything other than an interceptor. This is a really nice card to round out the pack. It's a bit steep at 5 points, but that action ability to fire as a captain skill of 10, as well as giving you that 4 native attack plus your range bonus if you have one. Combine it with your other cards in this pack that give us a bonus dice here and there. You can really do one massive alpha strike with this ship. For tech upgrades, we have navigational sensors, 5 points. After performing a come about maneuver, you may disable this card to immediately perform an additional maneuver. This upgrade can only be purchased for a Bajoran Interceptor. No ship can be equipped with more than 1. Very interesting card that gives you really an extreme amount of maneuverability. You already have a really high maneuverability with this ship because it's such a small ship to begin with and has all those really tight maneuvers. At the same time, you can discard this to do a second maneuver. Now it's after you pull a come about, but so much you can do, especially with the come about maneuvers on the ship being white. Downside is 5 points for a discard to make one extra move. A little overcosted, but can definitely see where it would have its usefulness. I just wish it was a little bit lower costed. It is quite useful in the right situation though. There we have our Interceptor 8 base, 90-degree front arc, no rear arc, but with the extreme maneuverability of these ships, that not having a rear arc really doesn't hurt them. And there we have our generic Bajoran Interceptor, the same 90-degree front. As with all the other ships in this booster brick, it's a new paint scheme, quite a bit nicer looking than the original model. It's got this metallic look to it like all the new ones do. Really interesting color. It doesn't really show up on camera too well, the actual color of it. Did a decent job of painting in the details as well. For comparison to the older model, the older model did have a little bit more detail as far as the Aztecing type panels and how it had a sort of camouflage look to it. But I really do like the color scheme on the new one. They could have gone with something in between the two and it would have looked really nice. Again, another one that has a ton of detail that you can bring out with some paint, or you can just leave it as it is. It is a huge improvement over the original, I think. Overall, it's another really nice expansion as far as faction-wise goes. Not sure if I pulled this in the OP as my blind booster, I'd be really happy with it. It is capable of that really big alpha strike, but you're also looking at putting extra points for your elite talent, extra points for a crewman, extra points for phaser strike and whatnot to pull that off. But it'd be really tough to make a points out of this if it was your blind booster. That said, as an addition to your actual Bajoran fleet, definitely a bonus there. Anyway, that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.